Jam. Welcome to another episode of You,
Me,
and the Flea.
Wow,
Happy
we are
Thursday.
so into September.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Yeah. Wait, it's just us two. I feel like it always feels like a minute sometimes.
Since it's just you and me.
Just the OGs.
Well, anything you want to tell me about that's happened in the last week?
I do want to tell the listeners, if you're listening and not viewing, I didn't address this in this last episode, but Rachel has upgraded her hair. So if you're if you're watching this and you're like, who's the new host? Do you want to introduce yourself?
A new hottie. A new hottie has just entered the villa.
A new bombshell has just entered You, Me, and the Flea. Woo! And she's going to cause the chaos, baby.
That's right.
Literally, if you would be the bombshell for sure.
That's a nice
You've never even
compliment.
watched. Yeah, I know.
So I don't
is a
even know what that
compliment.
means.
They always throw in the hottest ones to like ruffle the feathers of the
Oh.
couples and stuff.
Oh.
And I'd be that bee that like probably fights you off, my man. You know, like get off.
Yeah.
Because they usually get like first pick or like, you know, they get to pick a date or yeah, so they
Maybe
like
I should really start watching this.
dude, you're missing out. And I told you this last season was the
I
best
just
so
feel
far.
like it's so toxic. I don't need any toxic
Oh, I'm
drama
sorry.
in
And
my life.
Vanderpump Rules
I know,
isn't,
I know.
or
Yeah.
your freaking housewives.
Yeah.
Ew, like
True,
how do you
true.
keep up with all that?
Okay, I'm gonna give it a whirl. Just
Anyways,
because you're so passionate about it.
You know, I love me some Bachelorette. I just love love. I love people finding love because I can't. So if they can, you know,
More power to them.
makes me happy. Okay.
What are we talking
Anyways,
about today?
but enough of that. We're talking about vintage stuff. I feel like there's so many vintage trends right now that, yeah, I wanted to throw those out there, especially that you and I have been on the grounds so hard. I was just curious, like, what is actually popular and what's like kind of the top 10 trending items right now. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about trendy, but not like current, popular vintage finds right now.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's jump right in.
All right. So it looks like
First one is
So I'm reading the cards. Christina's gonna fill us in with the knowledge. This is not surprising to me. I've seen this so many places.
know.
CB2, all
do we got?
modern. Okay, so this is a mid-century modern furniture.
Yeah, I feel like mid-century modern furniture has been around for like a minute now.
Yeah,
you know, it's definitely not new to like your aesthetic eye. And if you have no idea like what it is, it's just essentially like clean lines, more like organic shapes, super minimal from the 50s and 60s. Think like sideboards, wood, starbursts, like clocks and mirrors and stuff like that. It's a look. Would you like it?
I do like it.
Me too.
I think if you like, I honestly don't hate how this is styled, even just like this. I'm all about like finding those type of pieces and putting them in a modern place. I think
agree.
it's so
cool.
sexy.
Yeah, I agree. I love it so much. It's like,
and I also feel like mid-century, correct me if I'm wrong, but for me, this is my personal opinion. Okay. I don't need anyone coming at me. I feel like a little bit masculine. Like it's a little bit more on the more masculine side.
Yeah, if you ever watch like Mad Men, do you remember that show? Like, I feel like the entire office was like that mid-century modern like vibe with like just super cool furniture, like one of a kind. It just looks one of a kind. I think mid-century modern, which is why a lot of people flock to it. But yeah, it just gives like it almost gives like rich, you know.
Agreed.
But like I'm sure for that day and age, it was like that was the modern style.
Yep.
I'm still a very much so modern girly,
Me too.
though.
So modern.
So I can't like fully get there, but I do love it.
Me too.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2 is retro kitchenware. So this is going to be anything that's like your bright colored blue and green pans, your checkered mugs, a lot of color.
Yes, good, like right on. Ceramic mixing bowls, think 50s, 70s, bold, bright patterns, vintage Pyrex type dishes.
We have seen a lot of this in particular at the Flea. I know I have definitely seen a lot of the retro kitchenware.
You know what's interesting too? I love when like local coffee shops or like restaurants like
buy it,
have kind of like hodgepodge of
too.
stuff.
I think it's so cool.
Yeah, I used to like actually be like weirded out by it. Like when I would be drinking, like why doesn't it match? Like I would be drinking out of like a mason jar, for example, and then my sister would have like an orange, like amber looking cup. But now I like actually really like it. Like I'm like. I don't know. Cool. It's cool. It's definitely a cool vibe. And I don't know if it's just because we're seeing it a lot more and more, but did you have like, we always laugh like in the Greek community because there was like a set of like tableware that all of the old Greek ladies
blue and
had.
White?
Yes.
So do the Polacks.
Dude, it was like white and it had like blue, like almost like a florally
lacy, like very dainty, delicate.
Yes.
The Polish people had
so
that too.
was like one, and then there was another one that I feel like the generation before had that was like it was almost like an ivory type of color with like orange florals and like dude,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like the old or even like the the like Pyrex type of sets where they all kind of sat into each other like a little
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean,
same thing.
I feel like what European didn't have those growing up.
Same thing.
Seriously. But all of those are making a comeback.
I know.
In a weird way.
This is like these type of things are so good to find at like a thrift, a flea, a Salvation Army. Because they do sell this stuff at like Target and Amazon and whatnot now, but you're paying double.
Yeah, no, for sure.
For just something new.
And the older stuff was just such good quality. Like my mom would literally drop those. My mom still uses some of that stuff she did not get rid of. Literally, you know how like now if I drop a plate, it's shattering in a million pieces. It's so cheap. But then my mom's stuff is so good. It literally bounces back. I'm like,
I totally agree.
So
like, they
if
don't
you can
make
get your hands on it.
They don't make them like they used to.
No.
Number 3, vinyl records.
I feel like this
no-brainer.
Yeah, always kind of been pretty cool. But like, it's just interesting to see like nowadays, like when like modern people, like Taylor Swift has like a vinyl drop. Like she like specifically does like her drops for vinyl separately. I mean, actually any artist kind of does to make it like a little bit more special. But I feel like the old school ones are really coming in, and people just loving kind of like the authenticity and like warmth of the sound, like classic rock, jazz, all that stuff. It just sounds different on a vinyl.
Way better.
Right?
Sexy too.
I know.
Popping in a record and
Did you ever watch Dirty Dancing growing up? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not on a record.
Well, not on a record.
I know, yes.
Okay, but that scene where like there's literally a scene where it's like that you see the, oh my God, if you're there's I know one of my friends listening, or a couple people are obsessed with Dirty Dancing, so you know what I'm talking about. But when the vinyl's playing and it switches and then it's like shoo-be-doo, it's like that 60s song and they're like in bed together like cuddling, and it's just like
a moment.
It's a moment.
See, you won't forget that.
I know. It's hot.
It is hot.
Catch
me in the record aisle.
Do I need one for my room now?
I think they're so cool.
I have one, but not in my room. I'm like, wait.
It might be time. Setting the tone.
The only thing is annoying though, like when it's over, you have to like restart. It's not like a CD where it'll like replay.
Well, we started from somewhere, okay? We were not like we are now with the iPads and pods and MP3 players and all that. Yeah. I think this is like so much cooler to be honest.
Also, I didn't have it. My dad, obviously being foreign, like wasn't really like a music guy. Like, was your dad like a AC/DC rock guy?
He like yes. I just told you what concert he was going to. Pearl Jam. Can't name one Pearl Jam song. Baby. I have no clue.
If I heard a few, I'd probably know.
Yeah, so he likes all that stuff. I remember my dad back in the day having like cassettes. Mm-hmm. Like a cassette player.
Wait, are you talking about not an 8-track?
No, where you would like your personal, like he would pop the cassette in with his like hard, headphones and be like on the the lawnmower. Yeah, dude.
Wow, that's cute.
Moving on.
Rock on, Dad.
What do we have next?
Number
vintage clothing, of course.
Dude. Okay, so specifically fashion from 70s, 80s, 90s. Dude, how many times have you seen high-waisted jeans are back? Band tees are making a big thing. Boho dresses.
Loafers with the little frilly socks.
Oh my God.
Like your Mary Janes are back. All that stuff.
But not even that, just like everyone's just kind of on the hunt for all that stuff. I recently, yesterday, was like scrolling through TikTok and came across one of my favorite influencers here in Chicago. And she was like showing off some like vintage Chanel dresses and like all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, those are so classic. But they never go out of style. No,
that's why I will say, when people argue with me about buying designer stuff, look, in 50 years, you can still wear it.
Yeah.
Like, it just goes to show you, like, everything is always recycling and coming back in style.
But the thing is like, it's still pricey. Like,
well, of course.
She bought like a vintage, it was literally from the 70s Chanel black dress. And I think because she was telling us all the prices, it was like $800 something.
Yeah, dude, it's Chanel.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, but you want a Chanel dress now, you're paying $20,000.
Shut up.
Dude.
Are
you serious?
I only look at like bags by designers because I know I could never afford like.
When we get off this today, I will show you. I will price out and show you how much a Chanel suit is, the top and the bottom. You will literally lose your mind.
Oh, they're sold separately. Dang, you gotta pay. You gotta pay an extra $20,000 for a blazer.
Yeah. It's custom. Yeah, they don't make like 5. Yeah, dude.
No.
So $800 Chanel dress, I'm not going to lie, I would probably buy it. I don't know where the hell I would wear it, but I would find somewhere.
I mean, I would wear that every single day. I wouldn't take it off. I would sleep in it, bathe in it.
I will say, talking about vintage clothing, Chicago has so many good vintage places.
Yeah.
Not only the flea market, but just Wicker Park. I mean, you could go right down Milwaukee.
Yeah.
There's multiple right there. This is hot right now. I don't really think this trend is going to go out for a long time, to be honest. I just saw an influencer I like. She bought a really big, like it was like probably a men's XX. Bulls shirt from round 2, and then she put one of those big belts around it, and then she put on like chunky platform sneakers. Dude, it was so freaking cute. And then she had a metallic bag, and I'm like, it looks like so put together, and it's so cute. And
yeah, no, that's definitely.
I think it's definitely
my kind of style pattern as well.
Definitely becoming more and more popular. I mean, like, it's so weird. Like, I think about like when I was in school, and if someone found out I was wearing something from like the resale shop, it was like, ugh. But now people are like, hell yeah, dude, vintage.
No, kids are like very, very, so very different. Like, yes, but also they respect kind of that culture of the old school 80s 90s vibes, like, and looks. Like in our last episode, I think we mentioned, that people are looking for like old beat up Converse, like not even like good, like new ones. They want the old worn.
They want to see the memories.
Exactly.
Yeah. Seriously.
They want the wear and the tear. You know what I mean?
That's right.
The hole in the boot. Like,
do you have anything that you have bought recently that's vintage clothing?
I'm not gonna lie, like, it's not a thing. I don't know. I don't flock to that kind of stuff.
I have.
I love secondhand, but like vintage stuff, I guess it's just because I just don't have the knowledge.
I buy secondhand.
Yeah,
but it's at like vintage stores.
Sure, like a vintage band tee, for example, to me, like for 100%. Yeah, but like if I went to Target, I would buy a band tee, but if I was going to like any of these vintage actual stores that have like a similar band tee, but it was like actually from the concert or something, or if it was like signed or whatever, I personally don't seek those out. I don't know. Like, that's what I mean. I'm not like a collector or like that type of person. I love it though. Yeah. I think it's so cool. I also the other day was just like scrolling through YouTube and saw similarly this guy like going to Goodwill's, and he was going through so many piles, and no joke, like, Rachel, he found these shirts with like old wrestlers or like Star Trek or something. And he was selling them on eBay for like $80, $120.
Easy.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. I wouldn't see that and know.
And no, that's valuable. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. I mean, you definitely have to do like your research.
Yeah, for sure. Or you have to know what you're looking for.
What you're looking for, yeah. Number 5 is going to be typewriters.
Okay.
Oh, God, I remember my grandma had one of these, and it would just...
Yeah. Yeah, or like the old ones where they'd have to like throw it over.
Yep.
Can you imagine writing a paper with
imagine right now,
typewriter?
like all the stuff we send each other. I'm gonna typewrite this to you, Kristina.
Yeah.
Like we'll be here all
typewriting
day.
your message and then scanning or faxing it to someone and then
waiting for a response to come through.
Or like, yeah, I would already start typing my next response, like assuming what you would respond.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
It's crazy. I mean, I think it's really cool. I think the look of it is cool. Like when you read,
I'm
like
personally not into it. Like I'm not going to buy something like this and have it chilling around my house. Are you?
Okay, as a decor piece, I think it's pretty.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
It's cool.
I just don't think it's my style. Like it's a very.
It's not my style.
It's a very like, not intricate style, but like.
Yeah, it's eclectic.
Yes.
Yeah. Like my sister is a writer, so I feel like if she had one of those. I was
thinking about your sister.
Yeah, if she actually does have like I don't know if it's not like a full on one, but it's like kind of like, no, she has a sewing machine. That's what I'm thinking of. But
okay.
Yeah, sorry.
a little different,
but no, like, but I can picture it in her office. It would look so cool because she's got. Like she actually has like things hanging, or she loves old school printing where like it used to be stamps and you like push down old school stuff, right? And so with that vibe and those things hanging on the walls, like a typewriter would look so cool in her space.
For sure.
In mine,
it would look stupid as hell in
it'd
mine.
It'd be like, are you okay?
Where did this come from? Are you selling this?
But people actually like the slower process of this right now. So that's kind of why it's really popular right now. But
number 6 is old cameras and film photography. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Dude, the digital camera is back. Screw your iPhone 16. Go buy a Sony. Put it on your wrist and get ready.
I think the new Apple, Apple iPhone is coming out within the next like week or so. But yeah, like you said, get rid of that and gone are those days. Now it's going to be saying 2024 at the bottom of our pictures again.
Seriously. Honestly, don't hate it.
I know.
They were fun. The disposable cameras, done.
The like grainy look.
They're just waiting to see like what the picture even turned out as.
I know,
now it's like, oh, let me look on my phone. There, I hate it. Next one. You know, like it was so like going to get your photos developed. Like when is the last time you took a freaking camera or film to get developed? Like I think I was in 8th grade.
It feels like yesterday, but no, it definitely was. I mean, it was definitely in high school. But you know, it's interesting. Like you said, it's like, you know, you would go to homecoming and you would have your camera and
dude, it went
take
everywhere.
all your pictures
everywhere.
But then it was I hated waiting.
It's so funny. I remember being
would always
I want a digital camera so bad.
Yeah. But then when you would get a digital camera, you wouldn't even, I never printed them. I would just upload them to my MySpace.
Computer or MySpace. Oh my God. Yeah. MySpace.
Oh my gosh. Did you ever take MySpace or like selfie photos on your digital camera? There was one time I did that and it was like a whole roll of just selfies. And you know how embarrassing it is to clear one of those? And then like the clerk is just handing them to you. Like, what a loser.
Here we have 5 more.
Do you have my other 3 rolls?
Yes,
I went along
seriously.
with this.
Where's my other pose?
Wait, wasn't there like a really weird movie with like Robin Williams and he like, I don't want to say he got off on like looking at people's photos, but it was something like that. Oh my gosh. Anyways.
We'll have to think of what it is.
But anyways, I think old school film, like the actual film photography is really cool too.
I agree.
love when wedding photographers incorporate it.
Same.
I think that's so cool.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, this isn't going away, I don't think. I think the actual like Polaroids, the 355s, like all of those, I feel like people are traveling with those now, and yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Memories.
We'll see what happens with the memories.
Okay, so number 7, we have barware and cocktail sets. So think of like your crystal decanter, like wine. What are those? Like big wine things that like have that like pendulum almost. What is that called? A decanter?
A decanter, yeah.
Okay. I love this look. Like put your whiskey, put your vodka. I think it makes any room, like bar area, like a little bit more classed up. And I will say, we just went to Swap. There is a ton of this stuff, like for the low.
Yeah, like bar carts, I think in the past like 5 years have really taken off.
Agreed.
I think everyone used to have, obviously people would have like liquor and stuff, but actually like pouring it into something else and making it look cool. But also the trend here too is like mixology as a whole. You know, people are muddling cherries and, you know, actually getting some like good cocktail stuff instead of your typical, you know, rum and coke.
Yeah.
You know, they're actually crafting cocktails a little bit differently. So that's the trend right now with that. And I'm with you. I think there's something like luxurious about it when you'd be like, oh, can I get you a cocktail?
Yeah.
And you just like head over to the bar cart and just pour it over like, you know, one of those square ice cubes or like the round one, or like when girls get the one that the ice molds that look like roses or something, and then they pour champagne over it. I'm like, I'll have 2, please.
Yeah, I'll keep me filled.
Or when they take, you can even like people are putting fruit in the ice now, or flowers to make them look so fancy.
We're doing it all, babe.
You know, if we're killing ourselves with the alcohol, we might as well.
2024, you're going to be everyone's extra.
Exactly. We ain't playing around. We're hosting.
We're hosting with the mosting. Okay, number 8.
I think it's the rattan.
Yeah, rattan and wicker furniture. I don't love this trend.
Really?
No, I think if it was like a beach house or something like that, I don't know that I would have this like year round. Like this is not cuddly and snuggly. You want to watch a movie in the snow on that?
Okay, what we're looking at in particular is like these kind of like wicker chairs with
like they're very structured. Like you sit and it's not like adjusting to your body.
I mean, what we're looking at, I think is more so, this is giving me like sunroom vibes, and I think that's cute. But but think like natural materials, the actual, like I like this look, like the wicker and stuff with like the lampshades in a kitchen. Like, don't you think that looks good with like a marble?
Of course. It's giving me like Summer House Santa Monica vibes. I just don't want that for my like couch.
Oh,
for me, I need to like, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I actually...
For like a side room, for like a screened-in porch kitchen, this is cute.
Or like baskets out of it, a picture frame out of it. I like it as an accent, especially if your space is kind of that like warmer oak floor with like maybe all whites and then, you know, these pops of like this organic wood. I actually like that. Especially like you said in California, Florida, a lake house, like something like that where it feels lighter. I prefer it over like heavy furniture.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I definitely think there's a place for it. This can't go in every house though.
No. But it's fun. It's cute.
It is. It's a vibe.
It's oh my gosh, no, a perfect example is like the Golden Girls.
Yes. Yes.
Remember that freaking that couch? I'm like, that has to be an outdoor couch, and they sit on it every single day.
Hard as hell.
How do you take a nap on that thing?
Seriously. Number 9 is vintage posters and advertisements. So this is like any of your old school
Vogues like and
Coca-Cola even.
Dude, what was another? American Airlines, Marlboro, like all those
Camel.
Old school ones had such really, really cool, like Goodyear, remember the
tires?
Yeah, but they started like the blimps and all that stuff was so cool.
Oh my God, I do. That was so long ago.
Pepsi and Coke for sure had good ones. McDonald's even had like cool ones that I would put up.
YMCA had cool ones. I remember.
Really?
Yeah, don't think about it. Like those old ones.
Okay. Thank you. I know what the Rachel just demonstrated the YMCA as if the
you
dance
looked at me
song
like I was
on.
crazy.
I know what the YMCA. And I think anything with like old school celebrities on it too was really cool.
It's very colorful. Like I'm looking at all these right now. There's a lot of like illustration. There's a lot of color.
Yeah.
Cartoony.
Yeah. So any like original poster. Oh, anything from movies. Those were cool too. Yeah, and just people like exactly it. People like the character, the colors, all that stuff adding to space. Oh, recently when we saw like the Biggie Smalls like art piece that we saw at Swap, I feel like that would be super cool. That's an old photo of him that was redone modernly, but yeah, I kind of like these.
They're cool.
I would do like old vintage
I have
sports
seen
ones.
Goosebumps ones.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Those were at the flea. That were
that's
like this.
That's right.
And it looked like almost old magazine covers.
Yep, that would be really cool. You could even do like your vinyl like record things. I've seen people use as like display things, but these are very highly sought out right now.
Yep. And then lastly, we have a record player and turntable.
Yeah, interesting. Obviously, you have your vinyls, but the actual players itself are making a comeback too.
Not surprised. I'm none of this surprises me. Honestly, anything vintage coming back, I just feel like it was bound to happen.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't you remember? Well, I guess it'd be a little bit different because, like, you have foreign parents. My parents were born here, but don't you remember, like, growing up and like hearing like, oh, it'll come back. Don't worry. The fact, like, it's going to come back around. I remember my mom saying stuff to me like that and being like, this is not coming back. And now here I am in 2024, like, you're shitting me.
Yeah.
We're back. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're buying Milky Pens again, and wearing Lisa Frank shirts. But like, it all comes back. It all comes back around.
Is it weird because like we get to talk about it now from like an expert standpoint?
I don't know, dude. It makes me feel old. Actually, like low-key, like hate it.
I don't love it.
I don't want to be the expert on vintage.
Me either.
I'm only 32
I don't want to tell you how to put in butterfly clips.
No. Figure it out. If you ain't doing it right, find somebody who is.
And it's just so funny. It's like, why don't the girls wear butterfly clips now? Was that not too cool to bring back?
There you go.
I got a bone to pick with these.
Yeah, they're like picking trends that they're picking. They're like very choosy, pick and choosy.
Right.
They're only bringing some stuff back.
Yeah. I wish we got that opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like we got to pick? We're not designers,
no.
so I guess we don't really get to choose, but
yeah.
Whatever. Anyways, that wraps up the 10. Any of these your favorite?
Vintage clothing.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not buying I'm not buying like something old.
But just looking at it even.
It's like looking at it. I do think it is cool to put like a vintage piece with like a cool statement bag and like dress it up.
I agree.
Stuff
That's
like that
cool.
I think is cool. I do like the mid-century modern like furniture. I just think with like my current style, I would have to find like the perfect piece to like go.
Yeah.
I'm a very modern girly. I like everything like very
clean. Yeah. No, same. I definitely like clean lines.
I was going to say
like,
clean lines, black and
shiny,
white.
Yeah, absolutely.
Minimal,
but with that being
but,
said,
like,
I think
bougie.
my favorites for sure would be the bar, the barware.
Yep.
And like photography.
For sure.
The old school film photography. Like, not only would I have those displayed in my home, but I would love to like shoot it or make books out of it or something like cool like that. I think that's more my style.
Speed.
If I'm gonna go vintage route, yeah, that's me. Or even like some kitchenware, not all of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have like a whole set.
No, I agree.
I might have like one badass like
big
platter,
or I'm with you.
and then that's it.
I'm with you. I feel the same way.
Okay. Do you like actually like vintage things? Like, do you collect anything?
No.
Yeah, me either. Should we this is what's irritating.
What?
I feel like because we're in the field, we need to go to classes, Rachel, and
we're doing something wrong.
We are.
Like, we need to figure out what exactly we're gonna look for.
Or what if vintage people, if you're listening to this, tell us what to look out for.
Vintage for beginners.
Yeah. and we can get a commission off of you. Yeah. We'll get it for you.
We'll actually give you a portion too.
Okay, perfect. What do you think in 20 years we'll be doing? Like, what will be vintage?
I think what will be vintage is people driving cars.
No way.
20 years, dude?
20 years.
I don't know.
In 60 years, what do you think you're going to be doing? Flying?
Okay, 20 years ago, we were in 2004.
Yeah.
Look at how different life is since then. There's smart cars. There's electric cars.
Okay, touche.
People are literally in space right now chilling for a year. Like, they ain't coming back, okay? They're up there.
I will say.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at these Teslas and all this stuff coming out. Give it 20 years.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We're going to be in our 50s.
A few weeks ago. No. Oh, do the math. Yeah. A few weeks ago, I was in AZ and I saw one of the cars driving itself.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Insane. This is my point. Like, I don't know that we're going to all be flying cars, but I mean, 20 years with the way technology is now, I don't know. I don't know.
My gosh.
I think we're going to be talking about 2024 and me and you sitting on this couch and being like, can you believe we did that?
Remember vintage band tees? Cool.
Now we're just wearing holographic clothing.
We're going to be hunting vintage squishmallows.
Yes. Oh my God. Seriously.
Not the squishmallows. Okay, yeah. Well, anyways, thanks to everyone who is making vintage cool again.
I agree.
I think that's fun. But yeah, those are the top 10 vintage trends right now. And so I say we end this episode with a little trendy this or that. So this is kind of like a mix on things, but anyway, first one is Reels or TikToks?
Reels.
You know, I struggle with this one because I feel like everyone's posting their reel on TikTok, so it's like the same.
Kind of. I don't post all my getting ready reels on my Instagram that I post on my TikTok.
Right.
You don't post all your stuff on TikTok, on Instagram.
But I would.
Not sure. Blocked.
But I would.
Okay, we'll do it.
Anyways.
What's your pick?
I don't know.
You have to. You have to pick one.
I think TikTok.
I think you're a TikTok girly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways. Okay. Vintage fashion or athleisure?
Athleisure.
Me too. Mm-hmm. Crocs or Birkenstocks?
Birks.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I remember my first pair. I wore them in 7th grade, like first day of school, like around this time, and I had pink leg warmers on with it.
That is a look.
A look. They were.
Oh. Uh-huh. You know what I will say about Birks? You can wear them for like 20 years and no one would know. It would just be your foot in it forever.
Yep.
Okay, plant-based meat or a classic burger?
Burger.
I already knew you would say that.
Give me the juice.
Okay, minimal home decor or eclectic home decor?
Minimal.
Me too, minimal. Retro video games or modern games?
This is when it comes to games, I'm like modern.
Me too. Like the AI type of stuff. I don't know. Actually, I might go retro.
Well, are you talking like Monopoly?
No, I'm talking like,
Mario
Sega.
Kart. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go modern.
Okay. Let's see here. Clean beauty or bold makeup? I'm going bold.
Yeah, same. Even my clean makeup is like 15 layers. I'm like, yeah, this is clean.
Yeah, real clean.
Add it on.
My no-show foundation.
Yep.
You're still caking it on, dude.
So it's full coverage. We get it.
My full coverage, but make it look not coverage. Uh-huh. Girl, we could tell. Okay. Wellness retreat or adventure travel?
Ooh. I guess it would depend on my mood, but I'd probably go more adventure travel over wellness. But I do need a wellness retreat straight up.
I'm going wellness for sure. Sustainable fashion or fast fashion?
I don't like an equal sign there. I don't know. Too. Because some stuff I buy that's fast fashion, when like those boxer shorts I just bought, okay? Right. But then there is some stuff where I do spend a little bit more because it's like a staple. It's a piece that's never going out of style.
I will say as you get older, you make those investment pieces a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm kind of equal there.
But I also kind of like okay, don't at me everybody, but I do kind of love like when you have like a one-off event i.e., I don't know, I'm throwing this out, a Taylor Swift concert, or, you know, you're going to a country concert or something, and you maybe don't wear something like that, I feel like, you know, I would look for something fast. I mean, even if it is like thrifted or something, but anyways. Okay. Stream a movie at home or go to the theater.
Movie at home. You're a theater girl, aren't you? You're kind of both. I
am kind of both. Yeah, I don't discriminate on movies. I really like them. Anyways, vlogging or podcasting? Don't be wrong.
Podcasting.
You can tell the truth.
What?
Well, we do both.
That's what I mean.
So it's fine. Yeah. What do you prefer?
Vlogging, like us walking in the market, or this? Mm-hmm. I like both. I don't know. Yeah. I like being able to like sit down in the quiet and like, you know, talk and have an intimate conversation, but I like being out and like having fun and goofing off with you.
That's true. That is, yeah.
I like both.
Yeah.
It gives me two different things to look forward to.
I was going to say, like, I feel like I kind of like podcasting in terms of like when you do your research and then you talk about something, but you also do that in vlogging too, but you do it like live. It's like live research. Mm-hmm. So it is pretty fun. Okay. Color for nails or natural/neutral?
Neutral.
You're very neutral with
They have been lately, just like light pink, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but they're still fangs. Okay, listen.
Kristina loves red. It's going to be on her nails from now until the end of the year. It might get a little bit darker. You might add a little sparkle.
Listen, I had pink for 2 weeks.
She was tripping. You hated it.
I was not tripping. It was very close to it.
I loved it.
It was fine, but here's the thing, like, red has become my identity on my nails.
Yeah,
and
I see that.
I can't undo it at this point. Anyways. You know what? My mom was a red nail girly.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She switches it up now because she's bored, but she used to be a big real red nail girly. Okay. Would you rather be a plant parent or a pet parent? We already know I'm going plants.
I'm not good with the plants, pet.
You're not pet? Yeah. Okay.
I kill everything.
Oversized blazer or leather jacket?
That's so hard.
Leather jacket for me, always.
Yeah, leather jacket.
I feel like that's literally a classic staple in my wardrobe personally. That, yeah. Okay. Espresso martini, Aperol spritz.
Espresso martini.
Same. Do you like Aperol spritz?
I try, man. I try so hard.
It's just too bitter.
A spritz. It's not even that. I'm like, what is this? This is nothing.
Yeah.
I don't feel buzzed. It's
a soda water.
It's literally flavored water.
Remote work, hybrid work.
I could do a hybrid.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, binge watch on Netflix or a weekly Hulu episode?
Binge watch on Netflix.
Me too. Okay, silent disco or traditional club?
Take me to the club.
Yeah, same. Have you been to a silent disco?
No.
They're like starting them, I feel like, in the city. I've seen like a couple. Everywhere. It's kind of weird. It's weird. Jinx. What if you're not listening to the same tune as the guy next to you and everyone's like vibing out? It's weird.
Drop us a comment right now and tell us 3 things you love about going, and me and Kristina will go to the next one. I want someone to tell me why people go. Because I'm not picking that. Like, hey, Rachel, give me an idea of things we can do. Well, we're going to go quietly to a party together and none of us are going to talk.
Where we have big headphones on and we can't hear each other because they're noise canceling. And we each get to choose what song we're listening to. So you might be listening to like Noah Khan and I'm listening to Rufus the Soul and we're just jamming out.
Yeah, I'm out.
But it's also like you can't talk to someone unless your headphones are off.
That's what I'm saying. If you go and do this, drop us a comment. I want to know how this is fun for people.
Seriously. Okay, a few more here. Do you like e-scooters or electric bikes?
E-scooters.
I need to ride an e-scooter.
It's fun.
They are all over the city now. They're everywhere, and they look cool.
They are.
Okay, solo travel or group travel?
To be honest, I've only solo traveled like once or twice, but it wasn't really solo. Like I was solo on the plane, but then I was going to my family's house.
Yeah.
I've never done like a full solo trip.
Yeah.
I would say group.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like
I don't know.
I've also never gone on a solo trip, but it sounds more appealing than getting 15 people or even, 5 people together on court. Like if also, I feel like
it's not even the getting people all in one location. It's when you get people in one location and someone wants to go rock climbing, somebody wants to go to the pool, somebody wants to go shopping downtown. Everyone wants to do 100. Like,
exactly.
No one's on the same page.
I could genuinely.
I think it's good if you're with a small group, like 4.
It could be my 5 favorite people on the entire planet, and I feel like we would still not be on the same page about something. Whether it's like
where to go to dinner, what time we want to drink,
someone doesn't, someone wants to sit by the pool, someone wants to just get ready, someone's taking too long to get ready. Like, I can't. I feel like traveling can bring out the worst in your friends.
100%. Family and friends.
So maybe 1 or 2 people, and that's it. Okay, and lastly, this year we had the Taylor Swift Eras Tour or the Beyonce Renaissance Tour. What are you choosing?
Honestly, I would choose Taylor Swift.
What? Wow.
Why are you so surprised?
I don't know. I'm not anymore. I guess you have turned into a Taylor girly. Oh, God. Name 10 songs. Ready? Go.
I can't. That I'm going to need to sleep on. Not 10 new songs, no. I think it would be like, one, I love supporting women. I'm a big girls girl, but I think
I feel like you can't go wrong with either one.
I think you can't, but I think it would be just like, I want to see what the hype is. I'm ready.
Same,
I'm ready to see what the hell everyone's talking about.
Yeah, I feel like
my bracelets ready.
We love that for you, girl.
So
I know I still have some time. I think she has like 2 shows before the year's over somewhere in the U.S. But anyways, all right. Well, that's it for today's episode of Vintage Finds. I'm sure as we get older, the vintage finds will just keep getting better. Different. Yeah. Hopefully. So, yeah, that's all for today.
As always, if you guys like this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, thanks for listening to another episode of You,
Me,
and The Flea. See you next week.